I'm waiting on my daughter to get off the bus. And I was going to do a quick video. Because yesterday I did a rant. I just want to let y'all know, I'm not an evil, angry person. All I ever wanted in all of my life is peace. I wasn't able to get peace as a kid. My parents were too busy trying to be, I don't know what the heck. I don't have time to worry about that. I had too many brothers and sisters. Okay, I had 3 brothers and 3 sisters. Okay, I had to help her parent them. Because they, I don't know, all of my siblings, even my older siblings, it's like, this woman don't like y'all. She used y'all to play against each other. Like, pit y'all against each other. Like, any compliment I ever got was compared to one of my siblings. You know? That's why it feels uncomfortable for me to get, have compliments. And the reason why I'm not just out here trying to be best friends with everybody is because I'm not used to it. I grew up in a type of cult, okay? Where it was just the Bible drilled into me. And I read my Bible every day. They didn't have to tell me I was going to do that anyways. But, just even school. I went to school at home. I was homeschooled. I had to tell my parent because she was living her own life. My birthday. I call her my birthday because she's not a mom to me. She wasn't a parent. Most of the things I learned on my own, or asked my older brother. The internet books is what I learned from. It was not her, okay? Anytime I tried to I used to force a relationship with her. Talk about something that she liked. I would go to her room. That was me having a relationship with her. Because she don't like me. She doesn't like anybody. I don't know. Maybe a man. Because that's basically what a lot of the women in my family always trying to get is a freaking dude. But I'm not saying it's bad. It's good if you have a man that is there for you, that you can count on. Okay? That you can trust. You don't just want to have a woman or a man just to say you got one. Because it's easy to get one, it's not hard. I've always had a plethora of different races trying to like me, not just one. The only reason why I dated Mexicans, and then I'm not saying that Mexicans are like bad or whatever, because I think every race has, I just didn't want my family to be able to communicate with my partner, But that was the only reason why I got somebody who spoke Spanish. I could have had a fine Puerto Rican, but I had low self-esteem, so I didn't even realize how cute I was. A lot of the times, recently, I have been getting, I guess fine dudes have always tried to talk to me, but I always thought, they were going to, use me for, because I didn't feel like I was cute whenever. Well, I felt like I was cute, but I'm not, I didn't feel, very, very, fine or whatever, how I feel. But I still had confidence to not let anybody treat me any kind of way. It's like, you don't like me, that's fine. I like myself. And I guess that's why my family doesn't like me. But that's not my problem because you don't love yourself, Because you still looking for validation from your mom. I've seen people in whole relationships and the mom is still have control over that relationship. Y'all need help. You need to grow up, or you need to stay with your mama, man or woman. Both. I've seen both do this. Okay, because y'all always calling out a gender, even though me and y'all just really be like. But yeah, I had to lock my door every night because my mom told me to, because her husband. After I told her that her husband kept trying to touch me. Now, he did not touch me. If he did, I don't know. All I know is I used to wrestle with my brothers, and I wrestled him too, and I just stopped because I don't even remember if he touched me inappropriately. In my head, I cannot wrestle with this guy anymore. And I noticed how he looked at me when I had on shorts. So I would wear long sleeves and stuff like that. That's probably why I started dressing down. I'm learning this in therapy now, breaking this down. Y'all see my hairs. I was so happy when I first got my first I was 33, 34 when I got my first white hair. I don't have grays that coming out white. But yes. And so she told me to lock my door. But her thing was because he didn't go further with me. He didn't go further with me because I elbowed, kneed him, and pretended I was waking up, Had to sleep in the middle of my sister's or all the way on the side of the bed, the way I remodeled the room. I didn't tell my siblings this because why would I cause him this trauma? I mean, later when I finally confessed to her, my older sister knew about this. My oldest brother, he didn't know until later because I know he's a crash out, and I probably should have told him. But yeah, it's just like the only thing I've ever wanted in this world was peace, and I couldn't get that at home. Because imagine how I gotta see this dude. Because I was cooking, cleaning, you know. I'm not a lazy person. I know how to cook and clean. And trying to help my siblings with their homework, motivate them to do their homework because there was no teacher. And I swear, if I didn't love knowledge, like, I'm so happy that all of my kids are so smart. Like, our money, that brain. I have a Virgo moon. If you don't know what your moon is, all you gotta do is just check your astrology chart. And that's basically, it's not witchcraft. It's what they used to do, our ancestors, elders, used to do to find out the next king and queen. And actually to marriage. A lot of religions, a lot of cultures do this. I'm not saying religions. A lot of cultures do this. Get out of the freaking Bible. Because the Bible is a book made of other books. You know? It's copied information. If you want to read the Bible, read the Ethiopian Bible. Yeah, that's the real one. But yeah. And I remember as a kid even, like, thinking about how the Bible was weird. Like, it was contradicting, like the Old Testament and the New Testament. It's like, well, it says don't do this or gonna do that, and then you see people doing it. Like, these supposed to be smoked, smoted. But everybody's all scared of the devil. But you know, the devil, he just dangles things in your face. You the bad guy. You're your own bad guy because you cannot say no to your carnal pleasures. You cannot not be a mean person. You know, because the devil does nothing but trick you. Or try to. He don't get me. You can't get mad at me because I learned all of my lessons. I know if somebody walks into my life for me to teach them a lesson or in me to learn a lesson. Okay? I take all of my lessons. I am very aware when somebody's trying to BS me. Ever since I was a kid, I just didn't say anything because why? These people, they don't learn. And then they swear up and down God sent them to do something. He didn't send you to be mean and miserable. He didn't. Love, peace. I was born in the 80s. Like, I'm an 80s baby. And I think it was like a lot of hippie stuff going on. A lot of heal the world type of lean on me type of stuff. So I think that's why I am the way that I am. But I choose to be nice. I could be mean. You think I can't have a kingpin boyfriend? Like, my ex always talking about his street and stuff. Sir, if I wanted to have a street guy, I would have did that. I always have these men that pretend to be so sweet, and then they turn into a thug. Like, who the heck said I needed a thug? But I guess it's really insecurity. Because I know my first child died. He used to hit me, whatever. But I didn't realize that he was that way because of his insecurities. And I actually dated him twice because I don't like I used to have him, like, to walk me to my car because I don't like men talking to me. I don't like people just talking to me. I'm not promiscuous. My daughter's dad, I wasn't looking for no boyfriend. Like, I actually turned him down a few times. But then I was like, ugh, whatever, because he got along with my child. And then I didn't like people talking to me. So I would get a boyfriend or get a friend just so I can say I have somebody. Please don't talk to me, you know? My hair looking a little twisted. Is this the best? I'm waiting on my mon chéri. How do you say? Mon petit chéri. My little darling. My daughter. And look at our money. I'm not going to show you what he did, but he just drew on this. Easy fix. But our money, why? He's graffitiing the car with chalk that I had over there. I'm going to get that off. But yeah. And so I'm not mean or evil. And the reason why it's hard for me to have relationships and stuff because I've had friends in the past and they have to literally force me to go out and do things. And yeah, but I love everybody. I just not going to let anybody treat me any kind of way. I prefer to block you and for you to learn or do something. Ask God to help you. You know, you say that you are whatever Christian, whatever religion you are. You know, be that, but, you know, be a good person too.